right, here we are together in the rec, and I'm going to put my rec sweats on just so I can see a little crystal clear and get this W.
LD looking spiffy right now.
Watch me work. You wearing slip-ons?
Yeah.
Hey, you know, we call those the jailhouse works right there.
All right, let's go.
Man.
You should be off, so.
Good start, good start.
You need it?
Oh, Ratchet. Let's go. Big
Oh, yeah.
buckets. Baby Shaq. Let's go.
Good take.
And tonight, we're looking at two teams who make their living beyond the arc, Grant.
Yeah, they love to shoot the three-point shot, and they do it effectively. And, of course, that means these two teams understand the importance of good spacing. They're great shooters on both sides, to be sure, but motion and ball movement are the real keys to their three-point attacks.
And a look at the starters for the Bulls. They've got Nikola Vucevic. DeMar DeRozan is out there with Zach LaVine. Then it's Kobe White, and it's B in at the point guard position.
Okay, Mr. DeRozan. DeMar still got some bounce left.
Pass to Mathurin. Back to Halliburton. The 15-footer connects. The jumper drops.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
And the basket by B.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Hield passes to Halliburton. Floats one. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And a different kind of score. DeRozan attempted 741 mid-range jumpers last year, almost 300 more than anyone else.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. And Grant DeRozan, high volume from the mid-range and extremely accurate.
You know, B.A., he consistently makes about half those shots. And defensively, you know that's his favorite area. But his ball handling and vertical negate anything you throw at him.
Executing the plan here early, still haven't missed a shot.
Here's Halliburton. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Here's White. And he banks in the layup.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
For Indiana, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, long without a score.
Hield against LaVine. Halliburton outside to stop the run. And once again, off the mark by Indiana.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard. 5 out of 5 to start things off. They certainly seem to be in a good rhythm.
Pass to Nwora. Back to Halliburton. On the break. Here's DeRozan. And it's good. Credit LaVine with the assist. DeRozan's got his second bucket of the night.
I just love the ball movement.
LaVine against Hield. Here's Mathurin. Back to Hield. Pass to Halliburton. And once again, off the mark by Indiana.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
And the ball out of play. The Pacers will. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
One shot.
What's up?
And the Bulls, that's a team that's built to win now. But boy, is the top of the Eastern Conference stacked.
Chicago leading. Halliburton and Mathurin man the backcourt together. Then there's Miles Turner. Then it's Buddy Hield. And it's Nwora in at the 4. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers.
Hey guys, being that last game against the Magic was tremendous.
he contributed 52 points and was on point from deep. An astounding game for him, putting up numbers we might be talking about for the rest of his career. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry the BA. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
So looking at the East, where do you think Chicago slots in, RJ?
Boston, Miami, Milwaukee, Philly, each of those teams have MVP-level talents, and it's going to be a battle. I don't know who's going to come out on top.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to be on Tyrese Halliburton.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
Number 27.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Yeah, and for the Pacers, things had gotten stale. So they bring in a new coach in Rick Carlisle, a new potential star in Tyrese Halliburton, a fresh start for this franchise.
Second team foul.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Here's Hield. Oh, and again, unable to change momentum here.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Indiana switching things up recently, going forward in a new direction.
You know, BA, change can be a good thing. Sometimes organizations can get comfortable winning 42, 44 games, losing in the first round. But the Pacers clearly want more. And you know what? I respect that.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Yeah, we can see over here, the coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Pass to Mathurin. Hield with the ball. He's covered by Levine. Turner against Vucevic. Lets it go from the wing. Turner, no good.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Outside Hield. Pass to Mathurin. And here's Turner. To the paint. Here's Hield. And he lays it up and in.
Good find there by Turner. He sees an opening and swiftly feeds the ready shooter.
Chicago has gotten 21 points so far from three-point land. They're 7 of 10. And the basket by B.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
The Pacers have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Halliburton, the pass to Hield. Back to Halliburton. 4-3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. You have no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Pass to Mathurin.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
6 to shoot. No good with a layup.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Well, Grant, one thing Levine has done since entering the league, he's taken his strength training very seriously.
No question. I mean, he can play a much more physical brand of ball now. We even see him post up with his back to the basket, converting through contact. It's just part of his overall evolution.
And it's Hield, missing.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Indiana calls timeout. Home court didn't seem to help last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
Big loss in their last meeting with this team. Couldn't get anything to fall in that one.
And so it's Chicago, ending the period up by a staggering.
Your Pacers, 29. The Bulls, 52. Fans, your Pacers, youth dance team. Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. The Bulls shooting 64% for the game. Amazing. On the court for Chicago, Nikola Vucevic is out there with DeMar DeRozan. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then it's Kobe White. And it's B in at the 1.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Now here's Halliburton. Not a lot of room. Here's Turner. The shot off that time. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Here's B. Good. And it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. DeRozan's got assist number 5 here tonight. Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? If you don't give them a charge, I'd prefer the no call. I like that idea.
Pass to B. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Halliburton outside. Here's Nora to halt the run. Pure from three-point range. 6 points for him.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
They haven't missed a beat coming out of the locker room. A perfect 4 for 4.
Back to Halliburton. Pass to Nora. It's stolen. LaVine with it. Here's B. Turner covers. Ooh, got that one up quick. He's got 44.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
After making the playoffs 5 years straight, the Pacers have struggled to get back to the postseason.
Yeah, you know, B.A., they're trying to go through a rebuild right now, and that's going to take some time. But the front office and coaching staff appear comfortable with this direction, knowing it might be a while before they make the playoffs again.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA expanding its footprint through video games. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, there's an opportunity to capture a new kind of fan who isn't currently watching our games but enjoys playing NBA 2K. By learning about the players and the teams, they're more likely to engage in the live product. Brian?
Yeah, it goes hand in hand, Allie. Thanks. And the basket by B.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Indiana's gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Halliburton, the pass to Turner. Outside Hield.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Back to Turner. Takes the 3. Offensive board. Halliburton. Soft touch off the glass. Halliburton's got his second bucket on the night.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
From deep three-point range. And it's good. He hits another one.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Pass to Mathurin. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. With the putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Give him 8.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. And the basket by B.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play. It's going to be on Tyrese Halliburton. And some changes here for the Pacers. Nesmith, he's checked in for Turner. Duarte comes in for Hield. And it's Nembhard in for Halliburton. So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Jones, he's checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Williams comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Green's checked in for Zach LaVine. And it's McConnell in for White.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
They're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions. Quite simply, he is carrying this team, doing most of the work scoring-wise.
Pass to Duarte. Over to the wing. Inside, here's Neesmith. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Neesmith's got 9 points.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Here's B. And got it! Another basket!
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. Pass to Mathurin. To the wing on the left. Tries yet again. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Chicago. Way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page, woo.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Chris Duarte, Neesmith out there with James Johnson. Then it's Alex Caruso, and it's Nembhard in at the point. That's the 5 for the Pacers. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Bulls. Pass to Johnson. And the 75 list came out last season, the top 75 players in NBA history. RJ, who do you think was the biggest snub?
Without a doubt, the biggest snub was Dwight Howard. When you see what Dwight Howard was and was able to do, and I understand if you want to look at the last 5-6 years of his career, but don't gloss over the first 10. He led a team to the NBA Finals, battling against the Lakers as the best player on the team, dominated the Eastern Conference, beat LeBron James, and we've seen how hard that is to do in the Eastern Conference. So, to me, he is one of the top 75 players of all time.
Pass to Neesmith. Here's Nembhard. The 3 ball. Williams grabs the board.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
They get it back. Here's B. Off the mark there with a 3. This one for 3. The shot comes out. Chicago's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Here's Green. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Here's Neesmith. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. The Bulls have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Has to be. The 3. Good. Another from 3. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Here's Neesmith. Williams defending. Caruso, left side. Here's Nembhard. They need this. Offensive rebound. The shot by Johnson, no good. Chicago's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Down low. Here's Jones. And a two-handed jam.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. Hey, guess what? Mission accomplished.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Pass to Neesmith. Here's Duarte. And for players, greatness can be defined so many ways, but giving back has to be a component of that. Wouldn't you say, Grant?
Well, to whom much is given, much is expected. In BA, I agree 100%. Players today understand the impact that they can have on others.
So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in.
Shocked.
Oh, nice. Good take.
Demi and Work, if you guys want an ISO, call for it. We'll clear out.
Oh, got you. Thank you.
You see the smile on Watch Me Work's face?
Yeah, Work, you're too quiet, man. Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you will be surprised at how many arguments I've had with people just because I asked for a little space. I got right side.
I'm coming in. Nope. Oh, he threw the lob. Good play.
Oh, I'm trying to pass it. No, I'm trying to pass it.
Sorry, we got you.
That's all right.
We are in for a treat in this matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis and Lopez hold down the post for him. Holiday out there with Matthews, and it's Tate in at the small forward. Now here is Holiday, 5 to shoot. A shot by Tate with no one around. Giannis on the follow.
And Giannis just playing right now with a very highly revved motor.
And the Bulls with possession. Here's B. Good on the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Something you have to remember about Jrue Holiday. He was a key player in helping the Bucks win their historic title in 2021.
He is unbelievable in that entire postseason. Started every game, averaged 17 points. Is going to take on the toughest guard opposing player and accept that challenge for every series. Took them to the title.
Here's Tate after the Bulls pick up 2. Lopez kicks to Matthews. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Giannis. DeRozan with the rebound. So the Bulls, the last game, a win against the Indiana Pacers. Drops in the tray. And that's now 6 points for B.
And we've witnessed DeRozan improve big time as a playmaker. His court awareness is really at an elite level.
It's Matthews on the wing. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo swings it in.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
B can't get it to go. Here's Holiday. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. The shot by Holiday, no good. Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Mike Budenholzer.
Hey, Kevin. Yes, when I asked him about his game plan defensively, he said they were trying to shut off the lane and prevent easy baskets. He knows that may leave open shooters out on the perimeter, but he's willing to take that risk. We'll see if the opponent can make those shots. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Off target with his 3. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. They lead by 4. Connects from three-point range.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Pass to Tate. Matthews against White. Matthews scanning the floor.
2 minutes.
Clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Tate. And Tate throws it down.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's how you make a play when you really need it.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the Bucks decide to take their first time out here. You have to like what we're seeing from B.
Not sure.
Giannis passes to Tate. Outside Matthews. Passes it to Tate. Right side Holiday. Jacks up a three. Rebound by the Bulls.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor.
Good. That's another bucket.
We're bearing witness to one of the great scoring seasons of all time.
Greg, he's delivering night in and night out. Great games and nearing third all-time for scoring in a season.
And guys, don't look now, but Michael Jordan's scoring mark from 1987 is in his sights.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Here's DeRozan. Another one falls for Chicago.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Most losing teams, Greg, are looking to rebuild, look to the future, but not in Chicago.
Yeah, their idea to turn it around was to get all-stars. Trading for Vooch in 21 during a losing season, then signing DeMar as a free agent. That's a refreshing approach.
Well, you have to do way more than that to stop the MVP. Giannis just determined.
Right the pass to B. It's good from long range. B's got 20.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Matthews. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Lopez up and in on the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Again, Chicago.
Yeah, he's going to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
The defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
And Milwaukee has possession. The Bulls getting the bucket. Holiday gets the bucket.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And DeRozan throws it down.
And that's a display of DeRozan's athletic ability, making his presence felt on offense.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. B in that last game against the Pacers was terrific. He had 69 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it. He took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Jones checked in for DeRozan. And Levine subbed in for Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And now in his 14th NBA season, just one All-Star appearance for Drew Holiday, but that belies his greatness as a player.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Chicago.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
Andre Drummond's checked in for the Bulls. T.J. McConnell comes in for Kobe White. The Bucks also changing it up. Crowder comes in for Tate. And it's Carter in for Wesley Matthews.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can.
Again, what an avalanche!
His offensive arsenal has been on full display all season long.
You're right. Now tied for third place. Points in a single season.
And fellas, he's tied with none other than the great Michael Jordan. And he is not done yet.
A different look from Milwaukee. Bassey's checked in. And it's Joe Ingles in for Drew Holiday. Here's Drummond. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, Drummond's going to go right back up into that physical play, and he's still going to finish strong.
And And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Nice shot by Portis.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Here's B. Another bucket. Wow.
All season long, he has been absolutely dominant. The scoring doesn't end with him.
Yeah, he's already left his mark on history, moving into third place for most points in a season. Amazing.
And can you believe he has passed Michael Jordan for third most points in a season? It's rare you ever see his airness get passed on any list.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Carter, the pass to Bassey. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the half. And here's Ingles outside. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
And over the years, LaVine has put on the muscle, which helps him on those challenging finishes at the rim.
Carter kicks to Crowder. Looking to end the run. And Jones sends it back. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks. And so it's the Chicago Bulls holding a very comfortable 25-point lead. Is
the Bulls 29. The Bucks 24.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, B has been exceptional here, guys.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
I think he's enjoying it, too. So rare to have an offensive explosion from him. You know his teammates are loving that as well.
White and LaVine on the wing. Vucevic is out there at DeRozan. And it's B in at the 1. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Brent, it's been well documented. Three-point shooting is at an all-time high. Do you see this trend ending anytime soon?
I don't think so, Kevin, but there will be a tipping point as to how many you can actually shoot. We've seen a team do that where they've shot over 50 attempts per game for a season, which I don't think is going to happen again. But young guys coming up are practicing this shot. They're going to be better suited, better equipped, and more talented to make them. So the three-pointer is going nowhere, Kevin.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much, Kevin. Well, of course, Giannis is the Bucks leader, but it's still Coach Bud who calls the shots. Giannis says, as players, we have to accept Coach's plan. You got to trust. That's the only way it's going to work. And sometimes it won't. Sometimes I'm going to execute the game plan, and sometimes I'm not. Not because I don't want to, but it's just not my day. Kevin, that is very, very good perspective.
Agreed. Thanks, David. LaVine against Tate. Pass to Giannis. Now here's Lopez. Floats it up for Giannis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
That's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
Brent, when we talk about the evolution of basketball, Brook Lopez is a great example.
Well, this is one of the more head-scratching, remarkable, complimentary things that you could say about Brook Lopez. The fact that he did not make a three-pointer until his 7th season in the NBA, but added that long range to his game to become a stretch 5 and a valuable piece to the Bucks' 2021 title run. What an amazing career arc for one Brook Lopez.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And
substitution on the court. At the line for the Bulls, Terry. At the line for one,
free throw, good, Terry.
Now, something that stands out about the Bucks is their versatility in their offensive package. I mean, they use penetration, they shoot the three, you know, whatever it takes to beat a good defense.
And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Holiday out there with Matthews. Then it's Brook Lopez. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Portis in at the force line. And there it is for him.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
The three-pointer is right on target.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Outside Matthews. Here's Giannis. The rebound by Dosunmu. From deep. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K
.2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us for the NBA Rising Stars Challenge. Get ready for some thrilling end-to-end action as the best first and second-year players in the NBA do battle on the hardwood. Alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan.
And Kevin, you talked about some thrills being in store for us tonight. These young guys are all capable of making a spectacular play at any given time. And I got a feeling we'll see plenty of them here tonight.
Absolutely.
Well, without question. I mean, if this game has taught us anything over the last few years, over the years in general, it's there isn't a highlight reel big enough to capture all of the incredible high-flying action.
And now the opening lineup for Team World. We've got Jonathan Kuminga. He's out there with Wagner. And it's Giddey in at the shooting guard position.
And some players in the Rising Stars Challenge aren't especially well known yet. But this young man is someone we've already become very familiar with.
It has not taken him long to really establish himself in the league. I mean, he's been logging a ton of minutes.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of a playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans. Not a lot in the way of defense here tonight, but that's about the norm.
Yep, this game is always going to be about offense, about entertaining these fans as much as possible.
Now here's Giddey. And that one, good. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Week. I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game.
So it's USA now, following the bucket by Team World, and the basket by Owen.
And this game literally has been wide open as it gets.
Yeah, both teams completely neglecting their defensive duties.
Now here's Giddey.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Here's Ben Carroll. And finished off by Ben Carroll.
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
Here's Nembhard. And the pass to Bassey. Just 5 on the clock. It doesn't go for him. So USA will take it the other way. You brought the big stage these young guys around tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
USA shooting their first foul shot of the night.
One shot.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Ivey.
And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jaden Ivey gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs here.
Now, here's Wagner. To the wing on the left. Here's Nembhard. Team World with another miss.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
And he lays it straight in. Banchero's got 6.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And here is Giddey. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Nembhard. Offensive rebound. Bassey. Team World with another miss. Now USA with it. They're on a 13-4 run right now. And Owens gets it to go on the assist by Barnes.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And Team World calls time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Everyone get loud and put your hands together for Go USA Team Dancers.
And USA making a change here. Mobley's checked in, and Team World making a change here. On defense, USA. Wagner on the wing. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Owens, no good. Team World trails by 11. Here's Bassett, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Now, here's Mobley. On the wing, Barnes. Shoots from 12. USA with another miss. And it's Team World with the ball. Has to Sohan. Six on the shot clock. On the wing, Giddey. Over Owens. Here's Bassett. Covered by Mobley. Bassett, no good.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Ivy with the bucket.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And it's Team World with the ball. Following the bucket by USA. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And Mathurin proving he can be unselfish, wanting to find his teammates.
Barnes outside. Off with the layup.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish it. He knows it. Lone opportunity.
It's stolen by Banchero. And now in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. Mobley the pass to Barnes. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Pass to Bassett. Mobley with the block.
So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this badly.
That's a 2 from Barnes. Here's Banchero. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap. And I have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
And it's Team World with the ball, following the bucket by USA. Fires it up. Team World with another miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Now here's Owens. Giddey defending. Owens with it. with 4 seconds on the clock. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Simply refusing to back up. Owen sticks with his shot and draws the foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Jeff Owens. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for.
And, you know, there's no question that the confidence Owens plays with really fuels him. He thinks he can take on anything or anyone.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul. 1 second left. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's USA. Their lead at 15.
First quarter with the score. 23-8.
And it's time to get back into it at the Rising Stars Challenge. A night none of these young players will ever forget, I'm sure.
Oh, to be young and athletic. Just a ton of energy out there on the floor tonight.
Yeah, you know, like we see every year, these young guys are super excited to be playing in this game. And that excitement comes out onto the court.
So, Team World's 5 right now. They've got Sharp. Hans Wagner is out there with Kuminga. And it's Nembhard in at the 1.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
And USA making a change here. Holmgren's checked in.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. We know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
And it's Team World with the ball. After the missed 3 from B, and good that time.
Nice vision from the youngster. Sharp that time.
USA leading by 11. Lets the 3 fly. B gets the bucket. B's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication. And now he's able to make them pay.
And Team World calls time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, let's look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Kuminga, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
B, the pass to Suggs. USA moving the ball around. B can't get it to go. Team World trails by 14. Now, here's Sharp. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Stolen by Kispert. And here's the fast break. Finish off the break. And USA leads by 16.
And for this young man, this game is serving as kind of a coming out party, if you will. A lot of fans haven't seen him that often during the regular season.
And that's one of the neat things about the Rising Stars Challenge. It's a way for some talented young players to get their first taste of the national spotlight.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
B gets the bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Wagner outside. Pass to Nembhard. Kicks it to Kuminga. Just 5 to shoot.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those.
USA up by 33 points is the buzzer.
58-25.
Everyone get loud and put your hands together for go. Welcome back to this showcase of the amazing young talent in the NBA, the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it's not hard to tell just how much fun these young guys are having out there.
Substitution on the court. Substitution on the court.
Here's B. Drills it from outside. B's got 11.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And Kuminga gets it to go on the assist from Wagner. 7 points in the game.
Great to see a young guy play that kind of cerebral game. Wagner sees a shooter and gets him set up nicely.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
And it goes down 2 points.
And he has come on really strong this season. Some of his performances in the first half have been terrific.
Yeah, and it wasn't something that very many people saw coming, Greg, but he's proven himself in a big way. I think there are great things ahead for this guy.
The pass to Kuminga. Over Banchero. It's hauled in by USA. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Pass to Ivy. Here's B. And here's Ivy. He's got 11. Three-pointer. And that drops in from beyond the arc. Three-pointer from B. B's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for USA. Nembhard, the pass to Giddey. Barnes against Wagner. Passes to Giddey. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by USA. Banchero's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Barnes against Wagner. He feeds it to Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Wagner, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Wagner fearless in his attack and aggressive with it as well, forcing the defense to foul him.
And USA with some changes. Evan Mobley's checked in for Banchero. Kisper comes in for Scotty Barnes. And Jalen Suggs is subbed in for Ivy. From deep three-point range, another 3 for USA.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Here's Mathurin. Puts up a 3. That shot off. Here's B. Another 3 for USA.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Wagner, right side. Tries again. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Has to be. Shot on the wing. Again, USA.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Now, here's Wagner. Guarded closely. The pass to Mathurin. Team World with another miss. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
To stop the run, and Wagner lays it in. 10 points for Franz Wagner.
Staying strong against the contact, playing right through it. Wagner fighting for that finish.
B gets the bucket.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Wagner passes to Sharp. Knocked loose. And now USA on the break. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Back to Wagner. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter of the game, and he makes that one.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Has to be. Here's the 3. Another 3 for USA.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here, defending the triple.
Wagner outside. Goes back up. Misses at the rim. And it's USA holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And we're glad to have you along as we resume the action at the Rising Stars Challenge. Some great careers in store for these young men.
And what a showcase this game has been for the league's best and brightest young stars.
And you know, one of my favorite things is seeing the camaraderie between the players. I mean, both of these teams really enjoying playing together and against each other.
So, Team World's 5 right now. Sharp, the pass to Fontecchio. And the NBA last season announced the creation of 6 new trophies for the division winners and named them after 6 pioneering players.
Kevin, anytime you can connect the past, the legacy of the league to the present in meaningful ways, I think that's a winning situation. I mean, greats like Wayne Embry, Sam Jones, Willis Reed, who paved the way for generations of black players. I mean, I think it's a great move to recognize them and continue to realize the importance they played in helping to build the foundation on which the league stands now.
Sharp, the pass to Fontecchio. Team World with another miss.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Nembhard, the pass to Fontecchio. And here's Sharp. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him, and just came up short on the triple.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Good ball movement here by Team World. High post shot. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful, because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
On offense, here's Team World. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Passes it to Fontecchio. Well, Greg, analysts evaluate player performances on the floor, and sometimes we've seen the players fire back. They're not happy with the criticism.
You know, it's a risk you take, but if you treat everyone with kid gloves, you're really not doing your job. The audience expects a level of honesty, and quite frankly, players don't mind you criticizing their game. It's when those critiques become personal.
Here's B. Again, USA. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for USA.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
6 to shoot, trying to end the drought, and no good. Good D by Mobley.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Pass to Sharp. Fontecchio. And there's the pass to Sochan. It's deflected. Nembhard. And he converts the layup.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Here's B. Another three for USA.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Lets it go from 14. And good. Got the angles that time as it falls.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
Pass to Nembhard. And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent, players you draft and develop or sign and develop, seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here of late.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
To the middle to halt the run, and it's good on the way in. Nembhard's got 4 points this quarter.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Here's B from beyond the arc and then some.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Sharp, the pass to Fontecchio. Here's Nembhard. Passes it to Fontecchio. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Sharp. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jalen Suggs.
How about that move by Sharp against the defense, getting them to put contact on him so he can draw the foul.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Last season, of course, Marcus Smart won the Defensive Player of the Year. You know, Greg, it's rare to see a guard win it. Should perimeter players get more consideration from this point on?
It's tough, Kev. I do think they should. And I think the numbers, though, tend to favor the rim protectors. But it's only right to recognize great defense at every position, especially in an age of positionless basketball.
Giddey, no one around him. Bassey, great positioning on the putback.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
A minute 20 left in the fourth. And it's Sharp missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Now, here's Sharp. Inside, here's Bassey. Gets deflected.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
That one from long range.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And there's the defensive 3-second call.
Team World ball. At the line for Team World.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Substitution on the court. Substitution on the court.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Giddey, the open look. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. From deep, another three for USA.
Boy, good vision that time from Suggs on this play, finding the most ready shooter and fed him nicely.
And Team World calls time here. They're behind. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Paolo Banchero.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
So much great young talent on the floor, but he stole the show with the display he put on. So USA wins it.
I can't say enough about how well all these young men competed here tonight. A great show for the fans and a clear picture of just how many talented up-and-comers we have here in the NBA.
Greg, no doubt there are some future greats among the players we saw here tonight, and we're pleased to have brought you all the action. So now for Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan saying good night, everyone. Nothing like it, folks. The All-Star festivities in the air. Kevin Harlan here with partners Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Up next is the three-point contest, the shot that's come to define the modern game. And we'll see some of the premier shooters in the game tonight.
And even though this is an exhibition event,
so it'll be B here.
And in some ways, going first can be a little easier. You don't have the pressure of a target score weighing you down. You can just relax and do your thing.
Some guys might prefer pressure of going towards the back of the pack. I agree. It's easier to find a rhythm when you're not distracted by counting every single attempt that you're putting up there. And I think he's hearing that drum beat back there. He's in rhythm.
12.
Get on your horse. He's got to speed it up here.
13. He's at 14. 15. 5 big points on that rack alone. Count it. It's his 5th in a row. There's 20.
Oh, yeah, he is on roll.
Down to the money rack. Couldn't finish it off, but still put up an impressive number. And he finished up with a score of 23 in the round. And we don't see this too often. He was on another level there.
Tons of confidence. You hit 9 straight.
2, 1, let's go. So it'll be Jason Tatum. And he records 20 points in that one. He went out there and knocked him down. A terrific round.
Yeah, sluggish start there, but when things kicked into gear, he got hot in a big hurry.
3, 2, 1, go. And so here we go, Desmond Bane. He's got to have 22 points will be his total for the round. He had his shot on automatic. That's why he's in this contest.
Great score. He got himself into a terrific rhythm.
Well, you come into this competition.
He's got the honors of being able to go into the finals as the top scorer from the qualifying round. And here we go with Jason Tatum. He's got 30 seconds here to put up as many points as he can. He winds up with exactly 6 points. And so it'll be Stephen Curry here. Pressure's on. He's got 30 seconds. He knows the number to beat. Let's go. Let's do this. And so we'll see Stephen Curry. By going first, he can put a lot of the pressure on the guys behind him if he posts a good score. And 26 points is what he put up in that round. And how about that display of shooting? I mean, really incredible.
Well, you saw the list of competitors coming in. We knew he would be one to watch.
So it'll be B here. Here we go. This is it. He led all qualifiers. Now, can he emerge victorious in the finals?
In his career, he's been an outstanding distance shooter.
And sometimes it feels like guys start going through the motions in the later racks.
Well, if that's going to happen, there's not a chance that you're going to win this competition. You might get to the next round, but winning it becomes very difficult.
He better keep it steady here. I mean, he can't miss more than 2 shots the rest of the way.
That makes 5. That's 6. That's 7.
And he's off to a decent start. Incredible.
Sinks his 5th straight right there. Up to 15. Makes his 7th straight. 8th straight. He is in the zone.
He's going to need 6 to get this thing tied up.
Good for 21. 3 points more to tie it. He's now up to 24.
Just 2 to win.
26 points for him. He'll end with a score of 28. A scintillating performance. My goodness. That was special.
Yeah, and a great groove right from the moment he grabbed that ball off the first rack, letting it fly.
And so we put a ribbon on this year's three-point competition as we recognize an outstanding victory by tonight's winner, B.
And the field always tough for this event. It's the best of the best.
Well, the collective skill in this one is just flat out awesome. And that's why winning it all will be not only a huge honor, but some bragging rights for the rest of the season.
And so from all of us here at 2K Sports, it was our pleasure to bring you this year's three-point contest. For Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.